Yo, we're playing mini games. Today I kind of wanted to talk about why I think that the metric system is like stupid. Now, like, hear me out. I like, I think the metric system is fine for like maybe a few things. Like, I guess weight. That's one. That's the metric system's good at that. But like, the metric system is really just like bad for everything else. Like for distance, like how am I supposed to know what a kilometer is? And what is a meter? Like do I go like, "Oh, I'm approximately 1.6 meters tall or something." Like it's stupid. All right? But like saying like, "Oh, I'm 6 foot." That sounds normal. I just refuse to believe anyone goes like, "Oh, I'm 78 centimeters tall." Like, what does that mean? I don't even think British people do that. I think they still just use, like, oh, I'm 6 foot. They don't go bragging that they're 1.6 meters. At least I hope. Um, like, with temperature, that's just stupid. You just took, like, Fahrenheit and made it more complicated. Like, with that one, there's no even, like, redeeming factor, because it's not in, like... It's centered around the freezing point of water. But, like, who cares? I care about other things. If it's 0 degrees, I just don't go outside. It's not like, oh, it's gonna snow. It's like going to... If I see 0 degrees or negative degrees, I'm gonna bolt up the windows and stay inside the entire week. Because, like, it just sounds like a lot. There's just too many. If it was, like, less to a degree, that would work. It'd be perfectly fine. I have no problem with, like, 32 degrees Fahrenheit being the freezing point of water. I don't like 0 degrees. And I don't like using really stupid ways of measuring height. So let's just talk about height real quick. Why would anyone say, "Oh, I'm 1.8 meters tall," however tall that is? "Oh, I'm 75 centimeters." It just doesn't happen, you know? Maybe I'm like too American to understand it, but like it just literally doesn't. There's no way that people just like go about their day saying like, "Oh, it's like 4.5 kilometers away," which is like, I don't even know. like the imperial system has its flaws. Like speed doesn't have any problems. I don't know why I brought that up. Like pounds, that's not really a great thing, but it's not bad. Like, it makes more sense for weight to use math than to, like, just be, like, a random unit. But, like, come on. Come on. Like, temperature, that's stupid. Who says, like, who's just using the metric system for temperature, like, and not embarrassed about it? Like, that's like using Kelvin or something to say how warm your house is. Like, oh, it's like 1,000 Kelvin out here. Oh, quite nice today. I don't know how much that is, but it's a lot more than I think. Like, do British people seriously just, like, go about their day and aren't like, "Man, I wish I was using the imperial system"? Like, come on. Like, it's not like as arbitrary as like how many eagles per cheeseburger you do go per hour. It's like Oh, how many, it's like inches is 12. It's like, there's 12 inches in a foot. There's 5,000 something feet in a mile. I don't want to have to do math. If I'm already doing math, I can just ask Siri or, like, Google how far that is. There's no point in me being able to do the math in my head, because I'm just not going to. It just aesthetically looks better. I don't know how to describe it. This guy's about to get owned. Watch this. Ooh. Owned. Oh my gosh. The metric system to me just feels like, you know, like, if I'm saying something's gonna happen in 2 hours, I'm not saying it's 120 minutes. Because that's stupid. We can all agree that's stupid. Because you just don't need to be exact for that. The metric system just kind of feels like that all the time. For no reason. Who cares about the math? We have Google for a reason. Think about all the cool countries that use the imperial system. You got, like, America, that one third world country, I think Argentina. Those are some cool places. Like, think about the ones that use the metric system. Like, England, EU, like, oh, top of the morning, governor. Like, come on, we can all agree those. We don't like to associate ourselves with those kinds of people. Like, China is a cool place, but you know what's not cool? They use the metric system. If I'm going to China, how am I supposed to know, like, what a milligram is? I only know that because, like, I don't know what a gram is. I don't know what a pound is either. So why do we even need to have it be unified? I'm already going to just ask how much that is. Like, I'm not gonna deny the imperial system has its flaws, but, like, that's what makes it, like, normal, you know? Every system has flaws. But, like, the metric system doesn't have any, which is a problem. We need those flaws, you know? The metric system just sits up there all cool and is like, yeah, guys, I'm awesome because I can do math. No one does math! I can do math in my head if I want to. Am I going to? No. I'm going to, like, write it down, or I'm going to Google it. Or I'm gonna calculate it. Like, there's no reason for me to actually do math. Easy game. I will share one really quick story, just to tie everything up. In 7th grade, I had an Apple Watch instead of a phone, because my parents really didn't want me to have a phone in 7th grade. Everyone had a phone, and I mean everyone, but not me. Because, like, I don't know, 7th grade. My mom was like, oh, you're still a baby, you know, and I was. You know, I've, like, realized all the mistakes I made in 7th grade. Just because, like, I really was not, like, awesome. I didn't do anything bad. I was just, like, terrible at, like, functioning. But, like, during class, we had to write how many, like, we had to calculate miles to, kilometers to miles or something. Because miles are obviously the superior length, the distance measurement. And so I used my Apple Watch to use Siri. Because, like, I was, like, what, 12? I didn't know the equation to convert that. And so just mid-class, everyone's silent, just doing their packet. They're all working diligently, academic, bell to bell. And then my Apple Watch just goes off. Siri starts yelling. My teacher's going frantic because she thinks that I have a phone concealed, and that I told her I didn't have a phone, just so I could, like, cheat or something. I don't know. But she was not a fan. And then I got detention the next day. Because the metric system was terrible, you know? And that is why the metric system is bad. That was an episode of Minecraft, guys. I'm gonna, like, figure out if there's some other things I want to do on this, except for just Minecraft. But, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I'm enjoying making these videos so far. I'm trying to make about 2 a week. But, yeah, that's about it. See you in the next one. Bye.
Base money, fancy clothes, ops and coppers I dispose. Talk slow, lower your tone if you need an illegal loan. Gang killer, Al Capone, shoot a pheasant through the bone. Tweed jacket on the go.